The Turkey and Syria earthquakes have reduced whole cities into rubble, and people are struggling to save fellow survivors of one of the worst earthquakes the region has ever seen. Here's the story.
Rescuers have managed to carry out mass operations and miraculously save people from under tons of rubble. Syria is asking for global engagement from the rest of the world as people try to promote a sense of community in efforts to provide shelter and food to survivors.
This here is Russian help, but it is not Russian troops. It is a Russian civilian that is helping by sending some aid, some relief. And the distributor said, please do not take footage of this because it is not a governmental help. It is only one person that wanted to send aid. Here also there is a car of another civilian woman that has been coming recurrently, as the locals told me. She came every day for the past few days just to give them some help. This is what I mean when I say it's Syrian helping Syrian. It's just civilians that are coming here and helping those in need.
The brutal death toll continues to climb amid millions in need of humanitarian aid. The near-freezing winter temperatures is making things worse, as some locals remain stranded with no home or shelter to go back to. Many survivors recount the moment the disaster struck, and how they are slowly losing hope for any further help from nations witnessing the mass destruction.
In this building, I'm standing with the only survivors. 3 people that were not in the building, that were not in their homes the night of the earthquake, were the only survivors from this building. All their neighbors passed away. They're standing here in front of the rubble and the memories of what was their lives. And as we stand here, we just saw some volunteers, some students coming from a separate NGO in Damascus. This is the reality here in Jabli. This is all the presence. And the people are stranded, they have nowhere to go, and they're just trying to function socially and with their community, with their parents, with their relatives, with their cousins in Syria and outside Syria. Other than that, they have no choice.
Painful visuals from Syria and Turkey have shaken people all over the globe. Children being pulled out of rubble after days of surviving inside rubble. Parents hugging their babies while blood trickles down their heads. And rescuers carrying out death-defying acts of heroism has kept nations on their toes and left a lingering feeling of helplessness.
I'm standing here with Ibrahim Uthman, who lost part of his family and was able to save other parts with his own bare hands. His story is heartbreaking and heart-wrenching. These are the toys of his gone child. He's standing here and he's saying, this was my home, this was my life. I was able to take out one of the bodies through this small dent. And right now he's going to show me where he was able to take out his wife and his living child that survived. Though they did survive, he's telling me they're severely traumatized as well as he is.
Families are revisiting their homes turned into dust and holding on to an ounce of hope that the situation might get better. Amid all the gloom, a ray of hope is seeping into the hearts and minds of thousands. As children play and enjoy face painting by social workers, and many families take refuge after hundreds of homes tumble down in front of them.